Sony is bringing a brand new PlayStation event. Back 4 Blood will not have an offline mode, and Final Fantasy VII Remake, it's coming to PC? What? Welcome everybody to GM News. Make sure to hit that like button down there, or you can also hit the dislike button, but I would highly advise you to not do that. You should hit that like button, because if you don't, I will come to your house. Sony is trying to bring some of the games to PC one by one. Recently we saw Days Gone coming to PC, and it looks like the next game might be Final Fantasy VII Remake. This news is coming from a subreddit by the name Game Leaks and Rumors, where someone found an information from Epic database which stores updates of what's coming to Epic Game Store. According to the database, the game store will be bringing Final Fantasy VII Remake to PC for the very first time. The database has a name written as Pineapple as the codename, but upon opening, it shows the name as Final Fantasy VII Remake. But now if someone opens the link, it shows Pineapple. So it looks like somebody actually rectified the name from Final Fantasy VII to Pineapple. Looks like that person did not want you to know. And guess what? We already do. Oh, you're too slow. Technically, Final Fantasy VII Remake was a timed exclusive for a year in PlayStation, and it's been more than a year. So it is very much possible that this game is coming to PC. Final Fantasy VII Remake was a really well made game with amazing graphics and complete overhaul of how the game looks as compared to the original. If somebody has not played any Final Fantasy game, I believe so that Final Fantasy VII is the right place to start. It's a game that all of the Final Fantasy fans have recommended to me to start Final Fantasy off, and that's why I'm telling you as well to start Final Fantasy off from Final Fantasy VII. Do you think that Final Fantasy VII Remake might be coming to PC? Well, we don't know the prices yet, but still, regardless of that, let me know in the comments below, because this time I will be replying to you on my PC, which is right here. Speaking of PlayStation, looks like Sony is bringing their own E3 event very soon. This comes from a trademark report where Sony has registered a new trademark for PlayStation Experience, which means this event might be heading up soon. There was a rumor about Sony hosting an event on July 8th, and maybe this right here proves that the event will be happening on that very date. Although there was another rumor previous to this which stated that the same event will happen on June 28th. So there's a lot of confusions whether the event will be happening on June 28th or July 8th. So maybe the event will be happening sometime between those dates. So expect that event to be coming soon, and expect a good amount of games. So with this, a lot of speculations came by on what might be showcased. It could be possible that we might see something for Last of Us Part 2 since the game crossed 1 year this 19th. Maybe we even see more of Death Stranding Director's Cut, or maybe something more. Sony's CEO previously talked about how they're working on 25 first-party exclusives, and yes, that's a lot. So it could be possible that one of those first-party exclusives might be coming and might be showcased in this event. There was another rumor talking about how Horizon Forbidden West release date might be showcased in this very event. So we have to wait and see whether the event is happening or no, and then what games might be coming up. Because Sony's events are usually amazing, and I'm just waiting, because I believe so Sony will not be just ignoring this whole year and not bringing anything. They're definitely doing something, and it might be happening by the end or the beginning of June or July. What do you think might be showcased in this new Sony event? What game are you looking forward to the most? Let me know in the comments down below. Speaking of new games, man, I'm nailing the segues. Looks like Back 4 Blood might not be having offline mode on launch. Turtle Rock Studios, the devs behind Back 4 Blood, replied to a question whether someone can play the game offline. They said that they're looking to bring an offline mode for the game in the future, but at launch, you have to be online to play it. It sucks because both Left 4 Dead games were playable offline with bots, but then again, I don't think so there is any multiplayer game or co-op game which is available offline. To be honest, it doesn't really matter whether you can play the game offline, even though I know some people like to play with bots, but again, I don't think so that's much enjoyable. But what does matter is what DLCs they might bring and how that DLC will affect us players. And from the looks of it, Turtle Rock Studios is doing something interesting. With Back 4 Blood DLCs, if one player has the DLC, then everybody will be able to play the DLC, which is awesome. Meaning that you don't actually have to buy the DLC, only one of your friends have to, so that you can join that friend and then you can play that DLC yourself, which is pretty cool. That is not being done by any Left 4 Dead games at all, so this is new. Another interesting thing that this game is adding is a PvP mode where you will control the zombies. That is pretty cool. we have always seen these survival modes where you are the survivor, but we have never seen a game where you are the zombie killing the survivors. So that is going to be so awesome and different, and I hope that it works out well. I don't want it to be clunky, I just want to see that mode and see how it works. I'm very much looking forward to Back 4 Blood because I did play the alpha and it was so interesting. I just want to play the open beta as it comes on August 5th, and I believe everybody should get a chance to play it. Well, thank you everybody for watching this video. Hope you guys liked this video. If you did, leave a like, comment down below what you think about this, and also do not forget to subscribe to Gaming Madness to watch daily news videos and so much more, including reviews and reactions coming up. And if you haven't watched the previous video, check this video out where I talked about Silent Hill coming soon. Maybe Hideo Kojima is working with a new developer, and also is Xbox Studios already won against PlayStation? All of that by checking the videos out right on the screen.